Have you listening in to the Mix Afternoon Drive, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. You'll find them I-75, exit 20, or anytime at cleveland-nissan.com. Thanks so much for their sponsorship of the Mix Afternoon Drive. We're live on the radio here on 104.1 and also on mixtv.tv as we have a special guest in the studio with us. We have Brent Tucker that's here with us, and he is representing advocates for Bradley County, and he's got some programs that he wants to talk to us about and information that you'll be able to be a part of. This is going to do with elections and candidates and things like that. So, Brent, first of all, good afternoon to you, sir. How you doing?
Doing very good, sir.
Well, first of all, just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to dive into what Advocates for Bradley County is all about.
Well, I've lived here in the county about 10 years, and I'm a project manager working from home for a French company. And so very passionate about politics, want to know what's going on, what my candidates are voting for, what do they really believe. And a lot of guys say one thing on the platform and something different in actual reality. So that's why I'm here today.
So it's a place that you kind of gather these candidates' informations, their informational, I guess a sheet is maybe the best way to say it, and put all this in one location where people don't have to go here, there, and yonder. Am I kind of pointing in?
They can go to bradleyvoterguide.com. It's a very easy website. That's bradleyvoterguide.com, and we put out a survey to all the candidates, whether they're district attorney, judge, commissioner, whatever. Ask them the key questions. What do you think about this? If you voted for the tax increase, why did you vote for it? So the voter guide shows in their words what they believe, what they stand for, and you can go to that website and learn about it. Because a lot of times we've been frustrated about our candidates look the same, feel the same, sound the same. What's the real difference between candidate A and candidate B? And there's one way when you go to vote that you can find out before you go to vote who may match your particular values.
What led you to want to do this? I mean, I know you mentioned that you are very involved in politics, meaning you want to know the candidates, what the issues are, and where these people stand on that. So, besides that, what led you to want to put all this together?
Well, I've done the kind of same thing in the past in other states I've been in, and here in Bradley County, and I guess I've been in Tennessee about 15 plus years, and it's just you know. Some people are out there shaking hands with people and they get to know people, but 95% of people in the county have no clue what someone is. They may look great, they may look like you, have a great face and everything, Dwayne, but
well, they're not me if they got a great face.
But, right.
I'm on the other end of that spectrum.
Yeah. So, but what do people actually stand for?
Yes,
so
I understand.
To answer your question, it came from a frustration of a lot of guys we vote for. They say they believe one thing, they get to office and they do something different. They don't really seem to have a backbone a lot of times and stand for what they believe in. And of course, but this voter guide is for local elections. I'm not talking about the national scene as a whole different ballgame.
Now, what are some of those? It sounds like you asked them the tough questions. You mentioned if they voted for the tax increase. What are some of the things that you put out there in these informational packets that you're asking these candidates? What have you put out there?
District attorney and judges who represent and support the United States Constitution, Tennessee State Constitution, what do they believe about that? Do they believe it's a living document, or do they believe it really has original intent based on what the founders originally stood for? And it's interesting, what some of the guys say from the platform is different than what they put in writing that they sign their name to. So that's interesting. And what is their vision for our county? Some guys don't seem to have much of a vision. Other guys have a clear vision. And so that was important to get on paper so people can see what their goals are. Are they willing to challenge the status quo, or are they just going to go along with what one of the guys running said, the boys in Nashville, if they say this, I'm going to vote for what they say. But we were looking for people that, I mean, we're nonpartisan, but we wanted to put on paper if a guy is going to be really pushing for Bradley County or if he's just going to do what the guys in Nashville say.
Again, we're speaking with Brent Tucker. He is here, and he has a informational, it looks like a packet that you can go to bradleyvoterguide.com.
That's correct.
And check out everything that's going on there for our local elections. And as your informational packet says here, it says Bradley County residents have expressed concerns that candidates often, like you mentioned, look and sound the same. And so you've asked a series of questions and invited those candidates to be able to answer those questions. And you have it in print there on the website where people can kind of go there, because it does get confusing. Everybody's got a social media platform. You know, visit me at DwayneForGovernor.com, or, you know, this, that, or the other. And then you kind of get convoluted. You just don't really know where to go look for everything. So if you got everything just in a couple of pages here, which it sounds like you do, that's going to get us kind of in a snapshot, maybe is the right word.
Right. It's actually about 30 pages, because there's a lot of commissioners running, two seats in almost every district. But at the very beginning, you find out what your district is, and you just, you know, scroll down to the district attorney, the judges, and then your particular district. You don't have to read through the entire document. That's another thing to mention, that it does have, there's a link on there that takes you to the place and how you can find out what your district is, and you guys have that here at Mix 104 on your website. This year is a little bit different because Tennessee is redistricted. We all live in the same place, but the guys we're voting for may have changed.
Right.
Like the whole county now is our congressional candidate Chuck Fleischman now. And before it was like half two different congressional candidates. So you can go to BradleyVoterGuide.com or mixtv.tv and see which district you're in. But also I wanted to plug you guys have done a great job of promoting the different candidate forums. The GOP, you guys, the Chamber of Commerce, Bradley Constitutionalists have all had candidate forums. And I like the fact that on your website, mixtv.tv, you have a replay of a lot of those discussions and debates, which is great. So I encourage folks to go check it out, because all those debates are over. We're now into early voting, so go to BradleyVoterGuide.com.
Now, I'm going to ask you, Brent, kind of a question. When you're putting all this together, to you, as a concerned citizen, a concerned voter, that you really want people, you know, the best voter is an informed voter. We all believe that here at our station, and people that's a part of our election process. What do you think, as someone that is definitely in the thick of this, is the most important thing we should be concerned about when choosing a candidate? What do you feel is a couple of those key elements that you think, you know what, this, you know, read the information, but what are some of the things that you're concerned about?
Well, I'm a conservative, and I'm a Christian, I'll just say that. So to me, it's a big thing that, you know, people that are not just going to be spending our money just because to be spending it. And so guys that are going to vote and stand for keeping our taxes lower is a positive thing. But also someone that's got good, strong morals, that's going to, I hate to say made by RFD, those days are over in America, but someone that's going to stand for what's right and stick up to it, and when the going gets tough, that they'll still stand up for what's right.
That's good stuff right there. Again, Brent Tucker is here with us, representing Advocates for Bradley County, a great website that he has been informing us about here today. BradleyVoterGuide.com is where you can go and check out all these things. Brent, before we go, is there anything else, and we appreciate the compliments that you gave us there in our coverage of that, by the way. Is there anything else that you want us to know about the website or about anything in general that we're discussing today?
I think that about does it, except to say this is for the primary election. So we are working on trying to pull together surveys from the state and House districts. Because of the shortness of time with our team, we only did the local guides, except for the judges and the district attorneys. So you'll soon see the state House and Senate in there as well. The guys who are running to replace Mike Bell, who resigned. And then we'll also be covering the fall election. We plan on doing this going forward as well.
Tell me how I can get more information about Advocates for Bradley County.
You should be able to go to that website, BradleyVoterGuide.com, and there should be an About Me page on there. You can get more information. You can also send an email to advocatesforbradley@gmail.com.
Okay, so that way people, are you looking for more people to get involved besides the sheets of information that you're putting together here on this website?
Yes, we would, because we'd like to encourage guys, you know, have precinct chairmen of all the precincts, and there's only 5 or 6 of us on this particular team. We pulled together 4 other nonprofit groups in the county, because you need more hands to ask all these candidates and ask questions. So yes, we'd like more volunteers to help us. And again, go to that website and you'll get more information.
All right, BradleyVoterGuide.com. BradleyVoterGuide.com is the place to go to find all this information that Brent was talking about with us here this afternoon. Well, Brent, it was great to meet you. Thanks for this information, and thanks for the service that you're providing there.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're going to take just a quick break. We'll come back in a moment. We do have more coming up, so stay with us on Mix 104.1.
Learn how to stay safe on the road at